Hi guys, quick preview of the upcoming Wolves game against Aston Villa on Saturday. It's an away game, and firstly I'm just going to go over a little bit about Aston Villa, the opponent. At the moment, playing really well. They won the last game. One of the last games I watched where they played personally was the Everton game, where they did actually let two really poor goals in, but managed to bring it back. Everton, what they normally do is fold as soon as they let a goal in, and they did that, and they ended up letting Aston Villa score 3 goals and eventually winning the goal 3-2. So yeah, they're very dangerous, and even if we do score goals, as you can see, they've got the kind of manager that's got that confidence in them to keep going, something that we haven't got at the moment. I'm just going to go through a few stats I've got here at the moment about Aston Villa. So at the moment, with Andre, our system's changed a little bit, but if you look at it previously, beforehand, they played a very similar system, Aston Villa. They played more of a 4-2-3-1, or sometimes a 4-4-2. It's more of a hybrid system, utilising a mid-block with a high pressing. High pressing is encouraged by the manager under certain circumstances. So key battles would be Andre against Onana. We've got Semedo as right back for us, so he may be up against like McGinn that plays on that side of the pitch. At the moment, from what I can see, the current weakness is on that on the right hand side, their right back. So we may be wanting to play someone that can play against him, that can really take that right back on. So maybe someone like Cunha. So I'm just going to go through a few stats at the moment. So Wolves at the moment have had 46% possession on average over the Premier League games that we've played so far, and we've had an 80% pass accuracy. We've had average 1 goal a game, and goals conceded is 2.8. That's the worrying figure, 2.8 goals conceded on average per game. Now let's look at Aston Villa. So they're actually letting in a few goals as well. Their goals conceded is 1.5 a game. Goals per game is 1.8, which is nearly double to ours. Possession's really similar at 51. So we're both really close to possession stats there. I think I said we were 46, they're 51, so really close there. Pass accuracy is 85% for them, ours is 80%. So as you can see, they're not actually too similar in regards to pass accuracy and possession. So for me, I think we've got maybe a better midfield, especially now we've got Andre in the system. So it's definitely an area there where I think Gary O'Neill will try and overload the midfield to win. We know at the moment we're playing Gomez, Andre and Lamina, but Lamina is kind of going a little bit more forward and Andre's protecting the back line. So I think that is something that we'll probably see. So it's a game where I think the crowd's going to be a big thing for us. If we can get the Wolves fans there away and they can get the players going, you know how hostile it can be at derby games. So yeah, it's going to be a really tough game, but I think there's an opportunity to get something out of it. They are leaking goals a little bit, Villa. They are scoring a lot of goals, but they're also leaking a lot of goals. So if we can find a way to score and somehow stop their attack, they've got obviously great players up front. Watkins, they've got Duran at the moment that's coming off the bench. He's a big worry, and at the moment it's that last 10-20 minutes for Wolves where I think they the fitness isn't there, and that's where they're going to bring on impact subs. Emery's a really tactical coach, and he'll know that in the last 10 minutes we get a bit tired, and he'll bring on some great impact subs. They have got a good bench, so we've got to be really clever of how we do this. But at the moment, I'm not quite sure exactly what the Wolves lineup will be because we haven't had the press conference yet. There are some concerns about fitness. Now we're hoping Dawson and Yerson Mosquera, who I thought had a really good game in the last Prem game, can hopefully start for us. I didn't think Nori had too much of a bad game. Semedo was okay, but obviously had a problem. I think it was cramp or some kind of problem and had to come off as a sub. So I do believe that it should be a similar back line. I think we'll have a similar midfield again. It'll be Lamina, it will be Gomez, and it'll be Andre. And I'm really 50-50 about how we should do the front line. For me, after what I saw last night in the cup game, I do believe that maybe we should find a way to fit Guedes in. We know he can play as a 10, he can play as a striker, he can play as a winger. So there's got to be a way we can potentially fit in Cunha, Larson and Guedes for me. And unfortunately that means Bellegarde may have to get the drop. But I think he can be a really good impact sub for us, Bellegarde. So let's see what happens. But for me, my prediction, I'm going to say it's going to be a draw, 2-2. Maybe that's a bit optimistic, but it's a derby game, and usually we do all right against Villa. So that's my prediction. So make sure everyone likes the video. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Hit us a follow. Cheers, guys. Hopefully you get 3 points. Thanks.